Oaks Amusement Park, a Portland staple of family fun since 1905. And while a lot has changed over the years, the park has continuously tried to walk the line of honoring the charm of the past while updating it with modern thrills of today. Of course, behind the scenes, running an amusement park is not all fun and games. We're here to see what it takes to keep guests and employees safe, hopefully for another 100 years. Oregonians are anything but ordinary. We're traveling the state to find the weird and wonderful jobs people do, and how they stay safe doing them. I'm Corey Jenkins, and this is Oregon Odd Jobs. Here we are on the ground at Oaks Park. Today we are going to meet up with a mechanic who's going to inspect the rides and get everything ready for the day so the guests can come and have a great time and be safe. So let's go and take a look. All right, so here we are at Adrenaline Peak, Oaks Park's premier roller coaster, and I'm here with Mike. Mike, how long have you been here at Oaks Park?
I've been here for about 2 years.
And what do you do?
I'm a ride mechanic.
There's a lot of behind the scenes work that nobody really knows about. So like what time do you guys start doing the inspections and getting the rides ready for the day?
Inspections start at 5 a.m. and then mechanics show up at 6. Each ride gets inspected 3 times before any of the public's allowed on it. So
3 times?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody's got different eyes. Everybody catches different things, and it's nice to have your redundancies going on to make sure everything's safe. And
well, can you do a walk around Adrenaline Peak and show me how you get it ready for the day?
Yeah. So we start with checking our entrance gates and exit gates and all that.
And with that, we were off on our inspection. First thing, gates. Then, fences. Then, making sure the ride was off. Finally, we were ready to head in for Mike to show me some of the more complicated safety measures.
We're looking at these sensors. We want to make sure they're all in position, not loose. This tire's got air in it. We're looking for anything unusual.
After inspecting the chain, Mike explained to me about torque marks on a bolt.
If the bolt moves or breaks at all, it'll show by this flaking off or separating.
So this like gum substance,
right.
It looks like dried gum.
It's super hard.
You'll be able to see if it's cracked, and that shows that the bolt is moved.
Right, exactly. If it turns at all, that'll crack and it'll show through.
It's a good thing they have a system for that, because on a roller coaster, bolts are everywhere. As Mike explained to me all about their anti-rollback system, he made sure to tell me one very important thing.
There's backups to backups of everything. Nobody wants to not be safe on a ride.
No. Lose a lot of customers that way.
Yeah.
The ride itself gets up to 70 feet high, which begs the question. So if the ride breaks down, if the power goes out when you're like going straight up, what happens?
We run this lift basket up, even with the car, and then we slide them seat by seat over onto the evacuation basket, bring them back down. But we've never needed to actually evacuate people off the ride.
Oh wow.
So.
Fingers crossed today's not your first when I'm on the ride.
Yeah.
It was time to walk the track, looking for loose bolts and loose wires. We also looked at the pillars that have a special concrete around them that cracks and crumbles with any movement, an early warning system for ride failure. As a kid, when you go to the amusement park, you're always like, oh, I sure hope it's safe. Mm-hmm. But seeing everything that goes into it, that's really neat. We then checked the cars to make sure their safety equipment was working, and then it was time to head up in the evacuation basket, checking the hardware as we went. After admiring the view, we checked the chain, the bearings, and the massive gear, then back down to earth we went. Finally, it was time to get this coaster rolling. After a quick tutorial from Mike, and one last safety check, I got to send it on its way. Ride moving! Have fun, don't throw up! I'm totally living my childhood dream. I mean, who gets to operate a roller coaster? This is so cool. I should mention, they yell ride moving to make sure any workers are clear of the track, especially from what they call the death zones. Now, there's only one way I know of to truly test whether or not the ride is safe, and that is to ride it yourself. Well, we learned that Mike has a way manlier scream than I do. Well, Mike, that wraps it up. Thanks so much for spending time with us today, taking us through the park, showing us how you get everything ready. I know that I can rest assured that everything's been triple checked, all the safety's good to go, and my family and all our families can come out and have a great time at Oaks Park.
Yeah, thanks for coming. It's been a real treat.
So there you have it, a look behind the scenes at how employees get the park ready and safe for guests. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some writing to do.